Hi there, boys and girls. Lamekins and I are here with your fiction selection for today.
What is it, Mrs. Neve?
It is a fun one. It's called The Dark at the Top of the Stairs.
Oh, it sounds scary. It's not like the shark thing yesterday, is it?
I don't know. We'll have to read it and find out. And that's fun while you're reading to kind of predict what you think will happen.
Oh, I don't know.
But don't worry, Lamekins, it's fiction. It's not true.
Okay, I'll listen from over here.
Okay. The dark at the top of the stairs. Let's see who this story is by. Title page, please. Here we are. The Dark at the Top of the Stairs. Oh, it's by Sam McBratney and illustrated by Ivan Bates. Okay. I wonder what would be at the top of the stairs. There once was a wise old mouse who lived with his young mice in the corner of a cellar. Every day the old mouse liked to do something interesting with his young mice. "What should we do tomorrow?" he said one bedtime, for the young mice were getting ready to sleep, and he wanted them to look forward to the morning. This page turned.
I would like to see the dark at the top of the stairs,
said a young mouse whose name was Cobb.
Me too,
said his sister Hazel, snuggling in the warmth.
I want to see the dark at the top of the stairs. And so do I,
said little Berry Berry, the youngest of the three.
We've never been to the top of the big dark stairs where the monster lives.
The old mouse thought for a while. It was true. He had not taken his young mice up to the cellar stairs. Then he said, "What about a walk to the acorn tree in the garden? Or a visit to your cousins in the cornfield? We could even have a swing on the seed heads of the long grass." There we go. I think this is Cobb, this is Hazel, and that's little Berry Berry. I wonder what the old mouse will decide. "No," said Cobb. "We want to see the dark at the top of the stairs."
"Or we'll climb up there on our own," said Hazel. "And see the monster by ourselves," cried little Berry Berry.
The old mouse nodded as he made his young mice comfortable in their bed. "Very well, then. We will go there in the morning," he said. He spoke as if he knew that sooner or later all young mice will try to see the dark at the top of the stairs. Get that in the picture for you. They're all tucked in. In the morning, as early sunshine lit up the cobwebs in the corners of the cellar windows, they set out on their journey.
"Let's not talk about the monster,"
whispered Cobb on the third step up.
"I won't mention it if you don't mention it,"
whispered Hazel.
"I won't talk about the monster either,"
laughed little Berry Berry, who had not learned how to whisper yet. I wonder if the monster will hear them. After 7 steps, they stopped once more. There was excitement in their eyes, and the young mice hardly dared to look up, for they were closer now than they had ever been to the dark at the top of the stairs.
"I wonder if it's really, really real," whispered Cobb. "You said you wouldn't talk about it," whispered Hazel. "I hope the monster knows we're coming," cried little Berry Berry.
Dear. Little brothers and sisters can be like that, you know. On the 10th step up, only 2 from the top. They paused once more. Hazel turned to the old mouse and whispered,
"What is the monster like? Is it the most terrible thing anyone has ever seen?"
"We don't have far to go now," the old mouse said, and climbed the last 2 steps. After him came Hazel and Cobb, and finally little Berry, who said,
"I don't see any monster at the top of the stairs."
They are so close to the top. Then something happened. The young mice crept into a crack of light. Wow. Can you see them down here? There they are. Now you've noticed I have a sticky note here that says, go ahead and read it. Stop. We're going to stop here because I want you to predict what you think will be the dark at the top of the stairs. What do you think will come next? Now, before we find out, and we will read it and find out, I would like you to get your journals, or it could be on a piece of paper, and write down your prediction. Let me go ahead and give you your sentence starter. I'll turn the camera this way, and I'll come over here. Now, once you have your paper, your journal ready, here is your sentence starter. Start with the word I, which is, of course, simply just uppercase I. Remember that from the spelling test. I think, T-H, I, N-K. I think it, I-T, and you probably didn't even have to sound that out because it was a spelling word, right? I think it will, W-I, will, double L. It's one of those short words that ends in double L. I think it will be. Do you remember that from the spelling test? B-E. That is your sentence starter. Write that down to begin with. I think it will be, and then write down your prediction. What do you think will be the dark at the top of the stairs? Try sound it out. You've gotten so good at reading and spelling, sounding out the words. Mommy or daddy, of course, or big brother or sister can give you a hand and write down your prediction. Draw a picture of your prediction. If you're working in your journals, and hopefully you are, use that space at the top to draw your picture. Now, sometimes kids ask me, how am I going to draw that? Well, of course you could do it any way you'd like. But one thing you could do, and let me go ahead and grab another whiteboard here. A good way to draw stairs is using shapes. You know, shapes come in handy for drawing. You can do a long skinny rectangle like that, and that's going to be your bottom stair. And then make the next rectangle a little bit shorter, and that'll be the next stair going up. And keep going like that with your shorter rectangles. And it gives the appearance of stairs going up, doesn't it? Pretty cool. And then when you get to your last rectangle, you can go ahead and draw the door. Maybe I'll do that in a different color. So here's your doorway up at the top of the stairs. So I've got, notice, doorways are rectangle shaped too. Now if you want to have the door opening, because they're going to be looking, and remember it was creaking open, probably the easiest way to draw that would be to have it so it's already all the way open. So if you draw a slanted line going down like that, and then a slanted line there, then connect them, that's going to look like the door that's opened. You could make the doorknob there too. And then in your doorway, go ahead and draw your prediction of what you think will be the dark at the top of the stairs. Now, after you have that all done, then you'll be able to look at the video where we will read the ending of the story. Now, there is no right or wrong answer for your prediction. It's just what you think is going to be the ending of the story. But it'll be interesting to see how Sam McBratney ended the story. So have fun. Go ahead and write those predictions down, and then check out the ending that Sam came up with. And no cheating, by the way. You can't watch the ending and then do your journal. All right, boys and girls, we'll see you in just a little while with the ending. God bless you.